Next, we have Pilar Espinosa, innovation and tech enthusiast, 0 to 1 builder and client value creator expert. Pilar has more than 7 years of experience developing and leading disruptive technology projects in the Mexican innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem. Previously, worked in OLPP and the CIFRA, helping define the commercial strategy, scaling their business models, professor in business school at SD, woman in tech. Nowadays, she is partner and COO of Klustera, an AI company. She was part of our last acceleration class. So, welcome, Pilar.
Perfect. Well, thank you for having me. I'm from my partners at Klustera. I'm the less techie one, so I'm going to focus a lot of how to make all these AI things that are happening really good for customers and for really going into business and actually getting the customers to use them, because this has been a big problem for us, because we have all this data, all this information, all these AI technical things, and then we have to bring it to the customer and he has to make a decision based on that. So that's been a big challenge, so I'm going to focus a lot on that. Well, at Klustera, I don't know if one of you have heard of us, but we create customer and marketing intelligence. We automate marketing for companies through Wi-Fi signals, and well, all of this through an AI engine motor. So as we do, well, we create all the data, then we create the data encryption because we do not want to get into legal problems. And then we do all these things, and then we have these proprietary algorithms to get all the information into dashboard and products that are useful for the final client. We are focused on restaurant industry and retail right now. That is being a boom to have all this information. And also all these query engines where we have other problems with our clients because they have to understand what to ask, how to ask it, and how could that information actually be something so they can make a decision like business-wise. And then we do it in Facebook and all of that. That is the marketing part. Okay, here. Okay, now I'm going to focus on how we use AI in Klustera. And what we use, because we are very technically, our team is super technical, we have done many of our problems solving in the operation. We automate them because that's the way we think. And also the product. We have done all these things so we can have a very friendly interface to the client so they can actually just push buttons and do not know what AI is in the back. So they just can do like, okay, do you want to contact your customers that, I don't know, like have these characteristics, just push this button. So we try to make it as simple as it can be. And also in the operation system that we have, because we are a company that have a lot of sensors deployed, we cannot be looking for each sensor because that's not scalable, and all the VCs will say that I'm not going to give you my money because that's not scalable. So we have done all these things so they have alerts that we're online and generating good data, and all that is based on AI. Okay, well I just put these 3 things that we have done with AI. First, the insight creation, the business insight creation. Pam is one of our customer success experts, so we call it AI Pam. So how to think like Pam, but in our dashboard. Then the process automation, that is the part that I told you, that we have to have all these sensors up and generating data all time and know when one is down and how to call it, when to call the customer so they can put it all and again up. And then the data-driven customer success, that's my name. So it's to know how the customer is getting into our dashboard, what are they using, and how are they using the data, and then from that, send them emails to, you have not get into the dashboard for the last 2 weeks, or, oh, this is a very interesting insight that you should be looking at in this part of the dashboard. So all of that we have automated through AI. Well, this is an example of how the clients see this in these algorithms, right? Well, all the data generation, all our data engineers have to optimize that because we do not want to pay a lot of money with that thing. And then we generate all these customer insights through talking to a lot of clients. We have realized what they actually care about. Sometimes we as engineers think that they're gonna want to know all this information because it's just available. But for us, it has been a big challenge to understand what they really want to know and what kind of data they really need to have so they can make decisions and they do not get all confused from having a lot of data. Our first product had like a lot of data, and they were overwhelmed all the time, and they would be like, I don't know what to do with your data. And then from that, we automate recommendations. That's our recommendation engine. So we generate clusters. That's why we're called Klustera. We generate clusters of kind of customers or the most loyals or the ones that are more valuable for each brand. And we said, okay, send them a loyal reward. And we already have that recommendation. Like when you go to Airbnb, they told you, okay, your room that you're renting should be in this price range. So we do that, or incentivize the clients to come again. We have not seen that many clients in your restaurant. You should call them and give them something so they can come in, right? And well, that's okay. Well, all the data that we generate. Well, it's just a little so you can see it, and then we do this. And then we automize all the messages that they're having, and they give us like, this is our brand line, so we are going to go and find all these persons that are coming and they're generating more value to your company, so attract them. Also, in the part of our company operation, we created this 2FC, this 2F something, 2F clicks. So we can know where are the sensors that are down and are not generating data. So we can see through this part what is the problem, how are we going to get them up, what is our strategy to call or to create logistics routes so they can like go and put the things, well, our technology up. And this part is to understand how the client is behaving. And we also have it in a dashboard, so we are very metric focused in the company, how we are actually doing things well. Thanks to the Google Launchpad Accelerator, they tell us that the OKRs have to be metrics, so we do all of this to understand how the clients are behaving and how are we creating actually value. And well, that's it.